Yesterday we were discussing about the underground overhead distribution system and overhead distribution system. As far as the distribution systems are concerned, particularly parameters of overhead system, overhead distribution system, and parameters associated with underground distribution system. Then by considering this, we have comparison of underground and overhead system. Underground, it is especially with the underground cables. Overhead, it is with overhead lines. Based on the parameters like requirement, importance and beauty of the city, beauty of the location, then budgetary provision, then based on the reliability, service category, and the dedication of the service requirement, that is reliability, based on the consumer category, especially high tension consumer, important consumers. So we may go for either underground cable distribution or overhead lines distribution. So choice is based on these parameters. We cannot say blindly go for overhead or go for underground. Of course, these are the parameters which decides whether we have to go for underground distribution system or overhead distribution system. Again, we know that single line diagram of AC power system. So we are having generation, we are having transmission, we are having the distribution. As we have, this is the diagram with you. Electrical power that is produced in generating station, it is transmitted over large distance through transmission lines. Then it is distributed to various consumers through distribution network. Then there are various stages involved in between power generation to power actual utilization. What we have actually, typically we are having the electrical power generation which is of either of 11 kV, 22 kV max. So we are generating the power at the voltage level of 11 kV, 22 kV, 3.3 kV, 6.6 kV based on the type of generator and the availability of the source, the power station. Okay. So standard generation level voltages we are having the, in most of the cases 11 kV and some of the cases 3.3 kV, 6.6 kV or 22 kV also. Especially this is the generating level voltage, and we know that the generating stations are located far away from the actual utilization of the system. So actual utilization of power, it is far away. Therefore what it is expected, you need to transmit the power over a longer distance. So you have to erect transmission lines or transmitting the power from generating centers or sources to load centers, and you have to transmit the power over a longer distance in terms of thousands of kilometers also. So we can say that the power transmission required very high voltage for efficient power transmission from source to. As you go on increasing the voltage level of the transmission line, the transmission efficiency increases. Therefore, it is essential to upgrade the voltage from generation level to transmission level. So we are upgrading the voltage, and the voltage is upgraded in standard form. That is, we have, if we have generation 11 kV, then we may upgrade to 132 kV for transmission, to 20 kV, 400 kV, here it is not mentioned, but 765 kV, 1200 kV. Again we are generating in the form of AC. Then we are converting this particular AC into high voltage AC, say 400 kV, and then we are converting this 400 kV into high voltage DC, say plus minus 500 kV DC or plus minus 800 kV DC, and we are erecting distribution what we have the setup, that is what we called it as a converter. So converting station, so conversion of high voltage AC into high voltage DC. Then we are having high voltage power transmission over a longer distance. For example, we are having the DC transmission line running from Chandrapur to Padghe. Now Chandrapur is located in Vidarbha, in east of the Maharashtra. Padghe is located near Mumbai, near Bhiwandi. So high voltage plus minus 500 kV DC line, it is running throughout from Chandrapur to Padghe and feeding load center near to Mumbai. So what we have, we are transmitting the power in the form of DC as well as AC. So we are having hybrid transmission as on today. We are transmitting power at high voltage level AC as well as high voltage level DC. So here it is mentioned some AC voltages. You have to note down. Please you note down in your notebook also. You are having high voltage DC transmission to plus minus 500 kV DC. So this Chandrapur to Padghe line is having plus minus 500 kV DC. Power rating is 1500 megawatt. You can run it as a single pole, so you can have 750 megawatt. If you have a double pole, you will run it for 1500 megawatt. So you are transmitting the power. So this is the first stage, that you are stepping up the voltage, then you are transmitting. This is called, what I told you, the primary transmission. Then you have to step down the voltage level at first stage, that is called as first step of transmission. So step down step. First step, that is a step down for transformer, that you are distributing. That is the first stage of distribution, what we can say. So stepping down from 400 kV to 132 kV or 22 kV, or stepping down from 765 kV to 33 kV or 132 kV. So you can do this. So by stepping down, you can step down the voltage, and you are having the primary receiving stations. So these are at lower voltages of 66 kV, 33 kV, 132 kV. As on today, we are having 132 kV, we are transmitting the power. As on today, we are also transmitting the power at secondary level for 220 kV. So if you have primary 400 kV. So this particular voltage level, what it is mentioned in this diagram, it is as on we have to see the updated voltages, what I told you, and you keep in mind. So you are primarily, that is transmission, and then you are secondarily transmitting the power at higher voltages, maybe 66 kV, maybe 132 kV, sometimes the secondary also 220 kV if primary is 400 and more. Then again you have to step down, that is primary distribution, what we can say. So primary distribution, that either of 11 kV or 6.6 kV or 3.3 kV. Now as far as India is concerned, we don't have 3.3 kV and 6.6 kV. We are having 11 kV and we are having 22 kV. So I told you that if you say the Pune region or Mumbai region, Konkan region, we are having the high voltage distribution at 22 kV. If you say the Ahmednagar or Nashik region, we are having the primary distribution of 11 kV. So that depends. Normally 22 kV is more efficient than that of the 11 kV. Then it is received, that power it is received to secondary distribution, that is step down transformer, and then you are converting from 11 kV to 415 volt, or you may convert 22 to 415, and then LT distribution start. So this is ST distribution, this is LT distribution, and then you are having the voltage distribution at 415 volt or single phase to 30 volt. So 3 phase 3 wire system, 3 phase 4 wire system, you may have this distribution at retail or low LT consumer level. For ST consumer level, here you are having the distribution of either of 11 kV or 22 kV. These ST consumers are directly having substation in their premises, and they are having their own distribution system inside their premises. So these bulk consumers, they are fed with 11 kV or 22 kV. Retail consumers or low, what we can say, the domestic consumers like we have, or agricultural consumers like we have, they are fed at very low voltage level, that is 415 volt 3 phase AC or single phase 230 volt AC. So this is what in general our distribution system is there. So right from generation to transmission. Then this diagram particularly giving you the general idea what I say. So whatever it is mentioned in this particular diagram, that is a typical thing. I have mentioned lot of changes over here regarding the voltage levels are concerned, or regarding the steps are concerned. Some steps may be omitted. You may have primary transmission, then you may have primary distribution, then you may have secondary distribution. You may not have secondary transmission. So that is not what it is, but what exactly, typically, that is what it is mentioned in this diagram. I think it is correct to you. Many times we have discussed this. Here only I want to add, as far as the present scenario of system is concerned, we are having horizontal power system. We are having n number of generators, n number of power plants are participating in generation. Then we are having the grid. Two grids are there. One grid itself, it is called 400 kV grid, and another is 220 kV grid. So 400 kV grid, if you have, for 400 kV grid, keep in mind, for 400 kV grid, we have this national level grid, that is a new grid and south grid, and they are having tie-up lines, what we have discussed in between the what we said at Ramagundam. Last time also I have mentioned. Okay, so tie lines are also there. These tie lines are providing what especially the interconnection between the two grids, south and new. So you can export power from south grid, and you can have the export power from new grid to south grid. So this is what it is possible. Many times what happens, there may be a seasonal difference between the north and south. So there may be excess power available in south can be used for north. There may be excess power available in north that can be used south. So the requirement of the power that can be get fulfilled by using this tie line in between these two particular grids, especially in India, we have availability of power also. So you can have the power actions, that is also the part of the grid. So distribution, especially we may have at LT level, we may have at ST level. If ST level is there, so distribution is just feeders are terminating in the premises of the consumer. In LT level, the servicemen are terminating into the premises of the consumer. Okay, any doubt?